You guys have no clue what it took to get here. Zero clue. This hybrid build has been the bane of my existence. No matter how close I think I can't get close enough. There have been builds that's been beastly, just absolute beastly. Take a look at this. That's not me. That's my boy Rabbit trying out the build for me, and that's the level of saves that he has gotten. Yet that build wasn't good enough. Because the hybrid build just left too many things in sixes that would hurt you consistently. So it took a lot of work to get here, but we got here. Welcome back to the Black Ice. Now, if you ever wondered where my allegiance lies, you know it already. But let's go. We're going to go into the hybrid build. The hybrid build has been the most difficult to get to be usable because I don't just make builds just because, good builds. I make builds that would work in sixes, builds that would give you the best advantage in sixes the way the game plays. Now, I've had some sick hybrid builds that it's good. It's not like last year where it just let in weird goals, but it just did weird things. So we're going to get right into it because welcome to it. Now, this has been the hardest build to get figured out simply because the rebounds and the 5-hole has been such a big problem. And I needed to get it fixed for sixes. Yes, I could have created a build that was really good, but at times the rebounds are costly, especially when goals are at a premium and you're in a close game. The 5-hole, things just went 5-hole. All the other builds suck 5-hole too, but this one was just exceptional at sucking 5-hole. So the goal was to create a build that did everything else the same way the other ones did, but better, because the hybrid build is the build of the game. Hybrid build is the build they want you to use in this game. So it's just better because every other goalie in the game is hybrid, right? So we're going to start off 6-5. Here's the biggest difference between all the other builds that I did. This is 220 and we need it to be 220. We absolutely need it to be 220. Post to post. Now, post to post is the weakest trait in this game. But I don't like any of these other traits. So I don't like all or nothing, last stand. I think it's useless. Contortionist, another one you're like, whatever, what does it do? But here's the thing. Butterfly effect on the hybrid creates terrible rebounds. Because for some reason, butterfly effect just leaves the rebound right in front of you and it doesn't cover it. It wants you to cover it. But oftentimes, as a human goalie, you can't see the puck. You don't know if he gloved it, if it's in his chest. And then you're like, wait, what's going on? And there's like 2 quick shots back in before you realize what happened. So butterfly effect in the first slot has a terrible effect on the goalie rebound. It was the main cause of all the terrible rebounds because all the builds I made had it. And as soon as I started over from scratch and used Contortionist as my main one, and then one last stand, it didn't happen. The rebounds weren't as bad. I'm like, wait. But as soon as I put back on Butterfly, boom, there we go. It's gone. Rebounds are stupid. But it's the one that we know from all the other previous games, and it's the one that we like. But it's proven to be terrible in the first slot, just simply on rebounds and collecting the puck. It fumbles the puck. It's crazy. But don't put Butterfly in the first slot. I avoided it on the other builds because I didn't think it matched. Lo and behold, it doesn't match this one either because of the rebounds. Let's go into the attributes now. This is where you're going to question me a little bit, but trust me, this is fine. It's needed, right? 88 glove low, 88 stick low, 87 5-hole. I need the 87 5-hole so that I can get the X-ray. I like having X-ray on this build, especially when I have 96 vision, because it's like that 96 compared to a stand-up 96 is not the same level of 96. But the X-ray keeps that 96 being 96. And that vision when it comes to tipped goals is phenomenal. And it doesn't hurt it so much. Plus, I needed the 5-hole to be better. I had to force the 5-hole on this one. It's not the same on the other builds. I had to force the 5-hole. 90 across for the glove high, stick high. That's fine by me. Most Sixers skaters shoot high anyway. This is where it made a huge difference for me in terms of using it, because I told you guys I didn't like the speed, especially when you're in butterfly and you got to move. You're shooting out the way. You're going crazy. That's what I didn't like. But what I found is when you match speed and agility, it's much more controllable. You have to actually match them. So this could have been 88, 89, 90, 90, whatever. It's much more controllable when you match them. When they're apart, it's like they go crazy. I don't know why, but it's taken a very long time to figure this out. So I can't explain to you why EA did it this way, but I can tell you that it works and it's much more controllable when you're in butterfly, after on secondary shots, etc. This is the part where I actually was happy to see this work out. Rebound control at 90. Rebound hasn't been the same for every build, and for this build, you actually had to have a really positive rebound, because it doesn't matter how low you put the rebound control on this build. When you put the rebound control low on this build, the rebound still went close. The rebound still stayed in the area. It didn't matter. All the other builds, if you put it real low, the rebound shooter off against the boards into the distance. This build did not do that. This build collects the rebound close no matter what. The rebound control allows us to then control the rebound and say, hey, go get it. Along with post to post. Post to post in that slot. Here's the thing. This slot right here, I think if you have any other thing in there, if you put contortionist in here, it helps with the rebound for him to cover the puck. When you have the butterfly effect in there, it doesn't cover the puck. It just watches the puck. Crazily, I don't know why. But 90 rebound control is the minimum I would go on this build. The absolute minimum I would go on this build. Vision 96 because it's beautiful. 86 breakaway, 86 recovery. Recovery doesn't make a difference. Breakaway is up to you anyway. This is the build I'm going to be rocking. I think I might actually be using this build more than I thought I would be. Just for the fact is, I didn't think I would get to this point with this build. So I'm going to be using it way more, and you'll see it be used in the showcase of this build. But this is the build I am happy with. I am comfortable with. Godspeed, everybody.